All right, this is why you shouldn't do steroids. Steroids equals small balls. So why do people get into steroids? So there's a few different reasons that I think of, and those three main reasons are for cosmetics, just wanting to look better, for performance enhancing, usually for like athletes who compete at like a high level and just want an extra boost, and then for muscle building, more specifically powerlifters, bodybuilders, people in that kind of category. So the first would be cosmetics. Now there's this guy who's going around the internet. His name is Clavicular. He is somebody who has like plastic surgeries and like jaw alignment surgeries just to make his face have better proportions. He's also he's using testosterone and other steroids just to keep the physique that he does have. Not necessarily to continuously grow his physique and get bigger and stronger, but just to like look a little bit better because for what he refers to as looks maxing. And so you'll see plenty of people with nice physiques, but not necessarily physiques that you think are enhanced. Um, However, they are enhanced just because they don't want to go through the time and effort that it takes to actually build that physique that they do have. That goes to show you that not everybody who's on steroids is a giant muscular bodybuilder or powerlifter. Other people who would use these steroids, like I said before, for just performance enhancements overall, highly athletic individuals who are competing in their sport at a high level that want their boost. There have been many cases of athletes from all levels that take steroids in order to enhance their abilities to performing. There's a couple examples of these people, athletes such as Ben Johnson. He ran the 100-meter race in the Olympics, and he was found to have been using performance enhancement drugs. People like Diego Maldonado, he was in the Soccer World Cup, and he was also found to be using steroids. Marion Jones, now she was a 2000s Olympic track star in the Olympics. She had three gold medals, two bronze medals, and um, she has been found to be using steroids. She admitted this. She turned in her medals. Another famous one that a lot more people may know of is Lance Armstrong. In the Tour de France from 1999 to 2005, he got first place. That's a very long bike race, and he's been found to use those PEDs as well. So for bodybuilders on steroids, it's kind of common information that all the bodybuilders competing in the IFBB pro levels, so these shows are like the Olympia, um, and the Arnold Classic. They're well known to be using steroids and on copious amounts of steroids. So bodybuilders like Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, Derek Lunsford, many others as well, but they would have these cycles of steroids where leading up to one of the events, they will have a lot of steroids that they've been taking for weeks, for months on end, and just to have their body as big and as lean, as shredded as possible for the events. Now, after the event, they would come off most of those steroids, kind of do a cycle off, and that would last a couple months, maybe around 3 months or 12 weeks. And then after that period of time, they'll go right back on to heavily using steroids to prepare for the next show. They do this because they know that some of the side effects are very bad, that it could kill you. We'll get into some more of those side effects a little bit later into the presentation. Um, but some of the steroids that Jay Cutler has been said to use are um, Equipoise, propionates, uh, enanthos, enanthotus, um, anti-estrogens like Nullidex or Armadex, sustanin, sustanin, and HRT. So some of the general effects of steroids. You got the abnormal heart rhythm. Your heart can't beat at a normal pace because you've accelerated your heart rate with the steroids, and it can't get used to it, especially when you're cycling on and off of it. or even if you just start using it in general, it's going from a regular heartbeat that it's used to, and then when you inject steroids, it just messes that up. Um, it blocks your arteries, um, infertility in all people, including which is including men and female. Liver damage because your liver is trying to process all the steroids that you're using. Jaundice. Jaundice is discoloration in your eyes or your skin, making it look more yellow. Uh, cardio cardiomyopathy, acne, and definitely early death, especially if you use it in high doses or use it frequently. Now, some of the effects of steroids, kind of more leaning towards men. Biggest one here is shrinking of the testicles. You get a lot smaller balls when you're on steroids. This also reduces your sperm production, um, and erectile dysfunction for the men as well. That's a lot of bad stuff for the guys. This also enlarges your breast. This adds breast tissue underneath your nipple that kind of gives it that little puffy look. Makes your nipples poke out a little bit longer, a little bit farther out. You'll see male pattern baldness, so that'll be thinning of the hair and then receding hairline. So you see a lot of actual professional bodybuilders that just go bald. Very high risk of testicular cancer as well when you start to use these steroids. Now, leaning towards how it affects the women. The women gets an enlarged clitoris. Their voice deepens. Start to sound more like a man. Kind of sounds like they've been smoking like their whole life. Um, they decrease their breast size, and then they also have a coarse skin. This is kind of caused by the acne that you get from it, and then the excessive body hair. So you'll see women bodybuilders that will have to shave their entire body before their meet, just like the guys do. Their back, their arms, their face, legs, everything like that. Just an increase of overall body hair. But they will also experience the male pattern baldness, so they will still get the thinning of the hair and a receding hairline. A lot of bikini competitors, a lot of women's physiques, bodybuilding competitors, they will shave their hair and they will get a wig for the competition because of all the baldness that you see throughout. Now, I still want to get bigger and stronger, but I don't want to use steroids. Now, you will. You can definitely still increase your natural production of testosterone just by kind of living a healthier life with diet, your sleep, and exercise. So when it comes to your diet, if your goal is to get stronger and bigger, you definitely want to be eating at least 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So, and carbs is similar. It's 1 to 1.5 grams of carbs per pound of body weight. And in fats, you want to be looking towards the zero point 0.5 to zero point 0.8 grams of fat for a pound of body weight, and that's what's kind of what you want to be leaning towards if that is your goal. Um, Now, if that is not specifically your goal, you just want to make sure you have a well balanced diet with all your fruits, your vegetables, your dairy, your meats, just a nice balance with all your meals. Um, Now, other things to be looking at is you definitely don't want to be vaping. You don't want to be drinking alcohol. You don't want to be smoking of any kind. That's either cigarettes, that's weed, that's anything else you can think of. Um, Definitely, all of these things will heavily impact your overall health and affect your ability to grow muscle. Now, for guys, your natural testosterone will continue to peak until you're around your 30. And then once you hit 30, every year following that, your testosterone will decrease approximately 1% for every year after that. Now, because of this, a lot of people will go on to HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy. This is the use of testosterone, um, either injectables or pill forms or oils. There's a bunch of different methods of taking testosterone. Now, this is considered unnatural in the way that it is still a steroid, but it is not abusing doses of steroids that will make your entire body shut down, like how some of these bodybuilders do it. This is because it's a hormone replacement therapy. It's prescribed by a doctor, and it's meant to help you with your energy and help you feel better even when your testosterone is starting to decrease. It just keeps your testosterone at a proper level where it should be. Now, you don't want to do steroids, but you still have options to take supplements to increase your either your testosterone or just increase your muscle in general. So I mentioned this in a presentation before, but there are plenty of supplements that you could take instead of steroids. So one would be creatine. Creatine absorbs water into your muscles. It helps you with your cognition for your brain, so it has great benefits for your brain health as well. Protein powder, because it's really hard to eat all the protein that you need in a day. So you definitely want to be drinking one, maybe two protein shakes every day just to help you out with getting all your protein in for the day. Your BCAAs or your branched chain amino acids are very good for muscle recovery. They also give you a lot of good energy. So during the gym, during your workout, or just throughout the day, drinking your BCAAs will help you a lot, especially with like your energy. Um, Now, Turkesterone is a newer supplement. It is a natural supplement. It is an ecdysteroid. The difference between an ecdysteroid and an anabolic steroid is that an ecdysteroid is based from either a plant or insect, and it connects to your estrogen receptors. Now, an anabolic steroid is a synthetic hormone that connects to your androgen receptors. That's kind of that synthetic. The synthetic hormones is what makes it unnatural and unsafe um, supplement to take. Turkesterone is from the plant Ajuga turkestana, and what it does, it helps with your performance and adaptation through your workout. So you're getting through your different exercises, and so sometimes your muscles will plateau. This kind of help you break through that. Now, your GO2 Max is also a newer supplement. What it has NMN, Aleve ATP, sodium nitrate, L-citrulline, beta-alanine, and all this does is it boosts your cellular energy, which is also known as ATP. It improves your blood flow from the beta-alanine and L-citrulline. It increases endurance. Another thing that beta-alanine will do for you, as well as the sodium. And it will also speed up recovery, which is where you get from the ATP and the NMN.